If you have been praying, pouring your heart out in the quiet hours of the night, yet feeling an inexplicable, agonizing distance between your soul and the divine, this is not a failure of your faith. It is about an ancient spiritual truth hidden right in plain sight, a sacred mystery embodied by the Ark of the Covenant that God is waiting for you to uncover. And over the next few minutes, I am going to reveal exactly why this lost ancient connection is the precise key to unlocking the peace and divine presence your spirit has been desperately longing for. I know how exhausting it can be to walk through life carrying an invisible weight. You wake up, you go through the motions, you attend service, you recite the prayers you were taught as a child, yet inside there is this persistent, quiet ache, a lingering feeling that something profound is missing from your spiritual walk. You wonder if you are somehow doing it wrong, or worse, if God has quietly turned his face away from you. But let me reassure you right now, your hunger for something deeper is not a sign of weakness. It is the gentle, persistent pull of the Holy Spirit drawing you beyond the surface level of religion. If this message is already speaking to that quiet place in your soul, take a brief moment to join our community by subscribing to Inner Light, Infinite Wisdom, liking this video, and turning on your notifications so you never lose your connection to these daily moments of spiritual alignment. Imagine for a moment that you are holding an exquisitely crafted smartphone, a device capable of reaching anyone on Earth instantly, yet it sits completely useless in your palm simply because it isn't connected to a power source. That is precisely how so many sincere believers experience their spiritual life today. We have all the rituals, all the books, all the terminology, yet the underlying current of transformative divine power seems curiously out of reach. We modern humans spend our entire lives chasing temporary fixes, scrolling through endless noise, seeking validation from people who are just as lost as we are, and trying to fill a transcendent, eternal void with perishable, temporal distractions. And here is where the story takes a turn that might completely disrupt everything you thought you knew about sacred history. When we hear about the Ark of the Covenant, our minds almost instantly drift toward Hollywood blockbusters, dusty archaeological expeditions, gold-plated chests, or buried ancient treasures hidden beneath desert sands. We view it as a thrilling historical artifact from a distant, forgotten epoch. But what if I told you that the Ark was never merely a piece of ancient furniture or a weapon of war? What if its physical construction was actually a divine blueprint designed to reveal how the creator of the universe desires to dwell within the human heart today? Think about what was placed inside that sacred gold overlaid chest. It didn't contain worldly riches or military plans. Inside were 3 specific items: the stone tablets of the 10 Commandments, Aaron's rod that miraculously blossomed, and a golden pot filled with manna. These 3 objects were not random relics. They represented God's eternal law, his miraculous life-giving authority, and his supernatural daily provision. When God instructed Moses to build the Ark, he wasn't giving Israel a lucky charm to carry into battle. He was creating an earthly intersection where heaven and earth could touch, a visible throne for an invisible God. Consider the mercy seat, the pure gold cover of the Ark, guarded by 2 cherubim whose wings stretched toward each other. Once a year, on the Day of Atonement, blood was sprinkled upon this exact spot. Why? Because the mercy seat sat directly above the law. Where judgment was deserved under the strict letter of the law, the mercy seat covered it with grace and blood. It was the place where divine justice and infinite mercy embraced. But over centuries of war, exile, and human rebellion, the physical Ark vanished from Jerusalem. Scholars, treasure hunters, and kings have spent lifetimes searching for it in the mountains of Ethiopia, the caves of Qumran, and beneath the Temple Mount, yet it remains completely hidden from human eyes. Why would God allow the most sacred object on earth to simply vanish without a trace? Because the physical vessel had fulfilled its temporary purpose. The ultimate mystery of the Ark of the Covenant was never intended to remain locked inside an earthly wooden box overlaid with gold. In the Old Testament, God had a temple for his people. In the New Testament, through the sacrifice and resurrection of Christ, God made his people his temple. The Apostle Paul wrote with profound clarity that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. The real mystery that remains hidden from a world obsessed with physical proofs and material evidence is that you were created to carry the living presence of God. Think about the profound parallel here. Just as the ancient ark contained the law written on stone, God promised through the prophet Jeremiah that in the new covenant he would write his laws directly onto our minds and etch them into our hearts. Just as Aaron's dry, dead wooden rod sprouted fresh buds and ripe almonds overnight, God takes our dry, dead, burnt-out lives and causes supernatural life to bloom where human effort failed. And just as the pot of manna reminded Israel that God provides daily bread in the barest wilderness, the Holy Spirit feeds your soul with daily grace when your own emotional strength has completely run dry. Yet so many of us live like the physical ark is still lost, and we are left standing outside the veil, hoping for a tiny crumb of divine favor. We build our own modern traditions, our own religious routines, and our own superficial habits, completely missing the jaw-dropping reality that the curtain was torn in two from top to bottom. You no longer need an earthly high priest to walk into the Holy of Holies once a year on your behalf. The doors of divine intimacy have been flung wide open, yet so many believers remain stranded in the outer courts of their own lives, distracted by daily worries and modern digital noise. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what is currently standing between you and that deep, unshakable peace? When you sit quietly in your living room, away from the notifications, the endless demands, and the opinions of others, what is that persistent whisper inside you saying? For many, it is the quiet realization that we have substituted knowing about God for knowing God. We read books about prayer instead of praying. We study theology instead of sitting quietly in his presence. We talk about faith instead of surrendering our fears. We treat God like a distant deity to be consulted during emergencies, rather than the very atmosphere in which we live, move, and have our being. Here is what shifts when you finally grasp the hidden mystery of the Ark. You stop viewing God's presence as a temporary visitor and start recognizing it as your permanent home. When the ancient Israelites carried the Ark into the wilderness, the waters of the Jordan River parted before them. When they marched around the impenetrable walls of Jericho with the Ark at the center, the fortified walls crumbled to the ground. Why? Not because the wood and gold possessed magical properties, but because the presence of the Almighty was riding in their midst. Now imagine what happens when you step into your workplace, your home, or your daily trials, realizing that you carry that very same spirit within your inner sanctuary. The figurative Jordan rivers of anxiety, depression, and overwhelm that seem to block your path lose their power to stop you. The Jericho-like walls of addiction, family conflict, and spiritual fatigue that have stood for years begin to crack and fall flat under the weight of divine truth. You no longer approach life's storms as a victim begging for help. You navigate them as a consecrated vessel anchored in eternal strength. This is where true spiritual transformation clicks. It happens when you stop trying to clean yourself up before coming into God's presence and instead allow His presence to cleanse and rebuild you from the inside out. Remember the mercy seat. It didn't sit in the temple because the people were perfect. It sat in the temple precisely because the people were flawed, prone to wandering, and constantly in need of divine grace. Your mistakes, your past stumbles, and your moments of doubt do not disqualify you from carrying His presence. In fact, it is through your brokenness that His grace shines most brightly. Take a deep breath right now. Let go of the frantic urge to control every detail of your tomorrow. Consider the pot of manna inside the ark. The Israelites could not hoard manna for the next week. If they tried, it spoiled. God was teaching them and teaching us to trust Him for today's strength, today's peace, and today's daily bread. Stop stressing over grace for 5 years down the road. The grace you need for tomorrow will meet you precisely when tomorrow arrives. So how do you activate this sacred truth in your daily life, starting today? First, create an intentional, quiet space in your daily routine where you simply sit in silence before God, free from your phone, free from your shopping list, and free from your predefined religious scripts. Learn to listen. Second, bring your genuine, unvarnished honesty to Him. God doesn't need your polite, rehearsed religious performance. He wants your raw, authentic heart. When you surrender your fear, your pride, and your self-reliance, you are effectively opening the inner chamber of your heart and letting the King of Glory enter. The mystery of the Ark of the Covenant is no longer hidden in a dark cavern or buried under ancient ruins. It is revealed right now in the quiet willingness of your spirit to yield to His love. You are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, and you are never alone. You are a living bearer of His divine light. If this message touched your heart, here's how you can help it reach others who need it. Hit that like button, subscribe to Inner Light, Infinite Wisdom, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Share this with someone who's been struggling in silence and drop a comment below. I'd love to know what stood out to you today. There's so much more we need to talk about, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep your vibration high and your mind connected to the divine.